Jax Taylor reveals why he still sleeps at Brittany's house. Although she filed for divorce from Jax Taylor during season 2 of The Valley, Brittany Cartwright and the former Vanderpump Rules bartender are starting to get back into a better place. Jax even revealed that despite Brittany taking over the mortgage on their $2 million San Fernando Valley modern farmhouse, he still finds himself sometimes sleeping at what used to be their joint marital home. And it's for one reason: their son, Cruz. "A lot of times I like to go stay at the house, our house," Jax said in the Valley after show video above. "That way it doesn't uproot him. That way he has his pool, he has his house, his room. I'll just stay at the house. She's comfortable with me doing that." On season 2, episode 10 of The Valley, Jax, who moved into a townhouse next door to Tom Schwartz, opened up about moving out of his family home and living alone for the first time in several years. "It's been 10 years since I've lived by myself," Jax said, before adding that he was excited and nervous for the next phase of his life following his split from Brittany. Jax Taylor opens up about his custody arrangement with Brittany Cartwright. Jax shed more light on the current visitation schedule he and Brittany have set up for their son. "We're getting to a good spot," he shared on the after show. "We don't have a set schedule because obviously Brittany and I's schedules are very crazy." But he did say the couple has a better situation in mind for the future. "Every Wednesday, every other weekend. That's the goal," he explained. "But right now it's like, can you grab him? Can you take him for a couple nights? I need to go to New York because we travel a lot. That's how it is right now." Inside Brittany Cartwright's home transformation after Jax moved out. Although Jax occasionally stays at the home, Brittany has continued to transform it since he officially moved out. In a separate episode of The Valley after show, Lala Kent asked Brittany, "Do you have any pictures of you and Jax in the house anymore?" To which she replied, "No, none, none," adding that there's nothing that you can walk in and see that reflects her former relationship. She also redid what was formerly Jax's man cave. "I had a guy come in and build shelving on the walls," Brittany explained, "and it's got all these huge storage bins, and it's got my refrigerator for drinks." The late afternoon sun filtered through the slatted blinds of Brittany Cartwright's San Fernando Valley farmhouse, casting golden streaks across the hardwood floors. The quiet hum of the refrigerator was the only sound in the kitchen until Cruz's laughter echoed down the hallway. He was playing in the living room, his toy trucks scattered like tiny soldiers across the floor. Brittany stood at the sink, rinsing out a juice cup, lost in thought. A soft knock came at the door. She didn't need to guess who it was. "Come in," she called, drying her hands. Jax Taylor stepped into the house like he still belonged there, because in some small, strange way he did. His keys were long gone, and so was his name on the mortgage, but the pull of the house, and more so, the family inside, was undeniable. "I brought Cruz his blue blanket," Jax said, holding up the soft, faded fleece. "He left it in my townhouse." Brittany offered a tired smile. "He's in the living room. He's been asking about you since nap time." Jax walked down the hall without another word. The scent of the house, the lemon cleaner, the faint hint of vanilla candles, flooding him with nostalgia and quiet grief. Cruz barreled into his arms with a shout, clinging tight, his tiny fingers gripping his fathered shirt. That moment, that embrace, was everything. The only reason Jax still sometimes slept here. For his son. The departure. It hadn't been easy, moving out of the only real family home he'd ever known. Jax Taylor, the former bad boy of Vanderpump Rules, had made a name for himself through drama, recklessness, and a penchant for impulsive decisions. But marrying Brittany Cartwright had marked a shift, a softening, at least for a while. Season 2 of The Valley captured the unraveling. Brittany, exhausted by the emotional roller coaster and inconsistencies, made the move that shocked their fans and stunned Jax. She filed for divorce. "You don't think she'll go through with it?" Jax had said during a confessional. Not really, not Brittany, but then she did. He had walked out of the farmhouse with a duffel bag and his pride barely intact. The townhouse he moved into next to Tom Schwartz was sleek, modern, and cold. Nothing like the family home filled with sticky fingerprints, dog hair, and love-worn furniture. Alone for the first time in a decade, Jax tried to find comfort in bachelor freedom, but found only silence. The arrangement, Cruz was the thread still tying them together. Not legal documents, not shared memories, not even fading love, just Cruz. They didn't have a formal custody agreement. Life as reality stars didn't allow for traditional schedules. There were events, appearances, pop-up bars, and occasional cross-country flights. Can you take him Tuesday night? I have a podcast taping. I'll grab him after preschool if you have that brand meeting. That's how it went. Loose, flexible, and, shockingly, working. But they both knew something had to change, for Cruz's sake. Our goal, Jax shared in the Valley After Show, is every Wednesday and every other weekend, just like clockwork. He paused before continuing. But I still go back to the house sometimes. Our house. Cruz sleeps better there. I sleep better there. It feels right. The house that Brittany built. After Jax moved out, Brittany dove headfirst into transforming the house. It was therapeutic, reclaiming the space, purging the pain. The man cave, once a shrine to Jax's sports obsession and bourbon collection, was the first to go. I had shelving installed, Brittany said proudly on the after show. I turned it into a storage room. Drinks fridge, craft bins, Cruz's art supplies. No more recliner. No more man cave. Lala Kent had asked the pointed question that many fans were thinking. Any pictures of you and Jax still in the house? Brittany had been clear. No, none. Nothing left from before. It was symbolic, a clean slate. But even with the physical reminders gone, the emotional echoes still lingered. There were moments Brittany would catch herself reaching for the second wine glass or buying extra groceries out of habit. The past didn't go away, it just changed its shape. The new normal. By the time the summer heat crept into the valley, Jax and Brittany were coexisting in an unspoken agreement. There were no screaming matches, no bitterness, no slamming doors. Just Cruz's laughter, shared drop-offs, and polite text messages. One evening, Jax sat out on the patio after tucking Cruz into bed. Brittany joined him with 2 glasses of rosé. I only poured you one because I wasn't sure you were staying, she said, sliding it over. I can head out, he replied. You can stay, if you want. He did stay that night. Not because of lingering passion or desperate hope, but because it felt normal. Familiar, like family, even if fractured. I didn't think we'd get here, Brittany said quietly. Jax looked up. Neither did I. Temptation and truth. As the cameras kept rolling for the valley, viewers saw moments that felt like emotional whiplash. A flirtation with a single mom at the neighborhood pool. Brittany being spotted with a new guy at a charity event. The push and pull between them had fans wondering. Were they heading toward reconciliation or just finally letting go? In a heart-to-heart on camera, Brittany addressed the speculation. I still love him, she admitted, her voice cracking. I'll probably always love him, but love isn't always enough. Jax had his own confession. I messed up so many times, but I'm trying to be better. For Cruz, for myself, maybe even for her. Their relationship existed in limbo, more than co-parents, less than lovers. A puzzle missing too many pieces to fit back together, yet too beautiful to toss away completely. The birthday party, Cruz turned 4 that fall. Brittany planned a dinosaur-themed backyard bash with cupcakes, balloon arches, and a petting zoo. Jax showed up early to hang decorations and stayed late to clean up. They posed for a picture. Brittany holding Cruz, Jax standing close behind, hand gently resting on her back. The photo hit Instagram within minutes, igniting the rumor mill. Are they back together? One fan commented. Co-parenting goals, another added. Behind the scenes, Brittany and Jax didn't talk about the future. They talked about the now, about Croz's pre-K teacher, about whether to sign him up for soccer or swimming, about Halloween costumes. It was easier than unpacking the complicated mess of their marriage. But in small moments, shared glances, quiet laughter, something soft stirred between them. Not quite romance, but not nothing either. The counseling session. They agreed to try couples counseling, not to reunite, but to better co-parent. I need to stop seeing her as my ex and start seeing her as Cruz's mom, Jax admitted in one session, because when I mix those up, I mess up. Brittany nodded. I need to stop waiting for him to disappoint me. The counselor encouraged boundaries and communication, and slowly things shifted. Jax respected the home Brittany had created and didn't overstay. Brittany respected Jax's effort and didn't hold past mistakes over his head. They became teammates,